Thank you for connecting with me today. If you would like to skip ahead, there are timestamps in the description box below. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so it will not resonate with everyone. Take whatever resonates, leave the rest behind. We are here to grow, to learn, to connect with each other, so I really love it when you guys help each other out in the comments. I love the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Big shout out to my subbies. You have no idea how much I love you guys. You keep me going, and I get a lot out of this. It really means a lot to me. I can't even describe how much it means. For more information, including planetary transits and how to book a personal reading, please check the description box below.
Hi Pisces, happy birthday! Welcome to March 2018. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Hope you're having a good one. I want to start by thanking Pisces because I am having such amazing past life insights this Pisces season. So I just want to thank your energy because you guys have helped me really clear out my 12th house this March. I've been having so many insights. I can't believe it. And with the full moon in Virgo, my moon is in Virgo, so it's having so many revelations. And right now in the 12th house we have we have Mercury, Chiron, Venus, all in the 12th house together, and so it's a really good time to heal our emotional wounds from past relationships, from past loves, and I definitely see that with you. It's interesting because we have a star here, we have the star here, and we have the moon here, so it's all about nighttime and the moon and the stars. But let's get on to your spiritual messages before I keep rambling. We have Astara, and Astara says, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. And I definitely see... I feel like Pisces are selling themselves short. When we have the Magician reversed, it can sometimes speak of doubting our own abilities to manifest and co-create what we want. So you might be wishing on something. You might be, wishing on a star, and it's not coming to light. And I think... we have the moon here. I labeled it Mystique because I feel like the moon has a lot of mystery and mystique, right? And that can go either way. That can go in good and bad. Secrets kept from us, or it can be just romance and mystery, right? But I feel like you're doubting your Pisces awesomeness. And when we doubt ourselves, when we doubt our abilities, when we doubt our ability to co-create the life that we want, then it slows down our progress, right? So I just want to let Pisces know that you guys have more power than you know. You guys have more ability. And I think part of what might be, I think there is a lack of confidence, but I think part of this inability to co-create the life you want, to manifest the things you want, to, live your best life, have your dreams realized, is there might be a murkiness quality to it, right? There might be a mystery to what you want. And so I think maybe writing down a list of practical things that you want, instead of this sort of dreamy, nebulous Piscean energy, right? Part of not being able to co-create is not knowing exactly what you want. I feel like that's part of what's going on here. You can't really be clear about what you want with the angels so that they can give it to you. Spirit, 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 please surround us with the warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all, for Pisces and all those who love Pisces. Could you clarify Mystique and Magician in Pisces spiritual life for me, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clear messages. One more shuffle. Thank you, thank you, thank you for Pisces and all those who love Pisces. Thank you for your patience. I was a little late this month in getting the readings out because I came down with a cold if you can't hear it, but I'm pushing through just for you because I love you so much. Okay, yeah, I definitely see this. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles always gets what he wants. He always achieves what he wants. So this could be a job offer. This could be a new opportunity coming through. This could be a gift coming through. But it's at a slow pace. It could even be, like, it could be career or money goals, but it seems like you're moving, like, slow as a slug. But just remember, like, slow and steady wins the race, and this knight always gets to his destination, right? He plans out methodically what he's going to do. The Two of Wands is a card about planning, too, especially if you're planning some sort of, like, creative career. You need to think more like the Knight of Pentacles, who has strategy in his aims, right? He sets really small goals to reach the bigger destination, right? So he sets little small goals. When he hits those small goals, then he rewards himself. And so he goes through each milestone patiently, diligently, incrementally, and then reaches his goal, his, like, big overall goal in the end. The Two of Wands is a card about making plans. In this particular deck, we see a woman who has one foot out and one foot in the other side of the door. So it's like waffling between both sides, right? Are you in or are you out? And so I think whatever goals you want, you have to really commit to them instead of doing this, like, dipping your toes in, like, one hand in this pot and one hand in the other, right? And you may have to take an apprenticeship, start at the bottom, take an entry-level job, but it's ultimately going to, you know, you might have to take a pay cut, I'm hearing, but it's ultimately going to lead to what you want to do in the long term. But you just have to stick to it and set practical, realistic goals for yourself, and not try to juggle two things at once, trying to be in two places at once, right? Tell me if that resonates with you, Pisces. You might also be dealing with an Aries. You could be dealing with another Pisces, with a Cancer, with a Scorpio. Or you could be dealing with a Taurus, particularly because we have the Empress, Capricorn, or Virgo. But let me know. Next we have the Empress in reverse, and so the Empress in reverse, some of you might be wanting children and you're having a hard time conceiving. The Empress, whenever she's upright, she is the ultimate sexy mama, divine feminine. She's very attractive, very abundant. She takes whatever is given to her, so it's this very, like, receptive energy, and she multiplies it. She makes it even more beautiful than you could ever dream of, right? She's Venusian. You could also be dealing with a Libra, but this is someone who is the mama. She, it's usually a pregnant woman, so, you know, it talks about children, it talks about motherhood, it talks about maternity, and nurturing something, and I see this as, you know, the slow-moving knight. Whenever a woman is pregnant, she's not going to get pregnant and then have the baby the next day, right? It takes time to nurture that which you love. And the Empress is someone who's also, she's a creator. So it talks about creative energy. And sometimes our creative pursuits, they just need a little more time to, like, gestate in the oven before they're ready. But you could be feeling like you have an inability to manifest, an inability to be abundant, but I think it's because of this waffling. It's because, like, one foot in, one foot out, and so you need to be all in, and you need to be dedicated to your end goal, and that's going to help you, that's going to help attract things to you, it's going to help nurture all the things you want to grow, and see, there's this growth on the side, right? So she's all about growing, she's all about fertility, abundance, this rich, like, all that she's Mother Earth, right? All that the world has to offer. Anywho, let's get on to our money, health, and career. Let me know in the comments if that resonated with you. Let's get on to our money, health, and career, but first, I gotta make my money, so stay tuned until after this commercial break. Okay, in money, health, and career, we have the Moonlight, and this talks about intuition. You have the moon twice, right? Moon. And this just says that you're guided by your inner sensitivities as a Pisces. I'm really zooming in on this fern, whatever that means to you. So some of you could be in agriculture or like botanical stuff. I've never gotten that for anyone before, so those are for specific Pisces. I think I know a Pisces who, she recently got into, like gardening, like community gardening, and it's giving her a lot of fulfillment. And again, that takes time, right? And you plant different things during the moon phases, and they help the plants grow. But I'm really proud of her because it looks like her little baby plants are doing really well, and it's giving her a lot of emotional fulfillment. We also have it's like fairy wings, so it could be, like I'm seeing like, again, this Mother Nature attitude, right, of growing these plants, incremental progress. I'm also seeing the owl, so lots of wisdom, but definitely using your intuition, definitely, you know, using those watery sensitivities that are mystical. What more can I say? We have it paired with the Warmth card and the Three of Swords. The Queen of Wands right here, the Warmth card, she is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. So again, we have Aries coming up twice. And we have the Three of Swords. You had the Three of Swords twice. So you could be dealing with a heartache from an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and I'm very sorry about that. But the Three of Swords is a card about grief. You could have had a death in the family. It being paired with Warmth, I am tempted to say that you might be helping someone get over a death in the family. But let's shuffle your other cards and see what else comes up. For Pisces and all those who love Pisces and their money, health, and career, what can you give us? What information can you give us for Pisces and all those who love Pisces? For Pisces and all those who love Pisces. Money, health, and career. Could you please clarify Warmth and the Three of Swords for me, please, for Pisces and all those who love Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. Give us a clear message for Pisces and all those who love Pisces. One more shuffle for Pisces and all those who love Pisces. For Pisces and all those who love Pisces. Thank you. Knight of Chalices. Three of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so, I'm not getting a really strong, oh, okay. So the Knight of Chalices is a very romantic energy. This could be you, because you are a water sign, you are a chalice, you are a cup, and the Knight of Chalices, you could also be dealing with another Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio again. This is someone who's very romantic. He is a knight in shining armor, sweeping you off your feet. He's ready to go into the waterfall on his horse and be gallant and save the princess, right? And declare his love and save the princess. Very romantic, very dreamy person. Next we have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is usually a card about teamwork, but I always find it interesting in this deck because it's a lot like the Eight of Pentacles in other decks, and the Eight of Pentacles is a whistle while you work card. It's someone who has done a certain skill, a certain job over and over again. He's done it so much and so often and put so much effort into it that he can do this in his sleep. So usually the Three of Pentacles is a teamwork card. It has like 3 people in it, but this one is very solitary. So this is like something you've worked on within yourself, something that you have like building your portfolio of work, right? And you could be he could be someone who is you know, creates, I'm seeing a very like creative career here, and I know a lot of Pisces are creative, so I'm just gonna like go with this message. So you could have been your work, your portfolio, your artwork, your, you know, writing, songs, anything you create, anything that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in and make it individually yours, right? You are very dreamy, very romantic about it. You have put your heart into it. You have put your soul into it. And it could also be a result of heartbreak, right? You could have created a body of work based on your lovelorn experiences. I can definitely relate. So don't feel bad, Pisces. We all go through them, and I have Neptune in my first house. Anyway, you know, this body of work, this artwork that you have done, this heartache that you have processed through art, through creating stuff, could have helped heal this pain. Like it could have warmed your heart, right? The Three of Swords is usually a card of three swords piercing a heart. So it's like this work softens that that grieving process. Love it. Next we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. This is again the same message that we have with the Empress, that we have with the Magician, and I think there's a little bit of an impatience too, because it's talking about growth, it's talking about gestating, it's talking about planting seeds and waiting for them to harvest. The Seven of Pentacles, in the background we see farmers who are tilling the soil, and they've planted the seeds, and they're just, you know, getting ready. They know that the crop is going to bloom, right? With time, you know, this is all about growth. We have growth on the side, so we know with time that this crop is going to bloom, and they're going to have their harvest at the, you know, a season or two later. We also see this woman in the foreground, and she's releasing a bird. I always think of it as like a carrier pigeon, but also it's like releasing like being at peace, like releasing a dove of peace. Excuse me. But when I think of it as a carrier pigeon, it's kind of like, you know, maybe you send out query letters or job applications, or, you know, in any case, you have planted some sort of seed. You have planted some sort of, you've made some sort of investment. And whenever it's reversed, it can mean you're not getting a return on your investment, so there could be an impatience with it. But again, because we have this Empress reversed, it's like things take time to gestate. Things take time to get back to you. So maybe you're waiting on a message to return, and you're thinking like, oh, it's never going to happen. I put in all this work. I've done all this like farmer stuff, and it's just, my crop is never going to grow. When is it going to get here? But I would just call again to have a little bit more patience. Let's move on to your love and personal life. Okay, in love and personal life, camera shake, sorry. We have get to know each other. So you could be seeing someone new. If you're in an existing relationship, you could just be experiencing a recent change in each other, and you have to get to know each other, right? But getting to know each other says learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And very sweet. It looks like an older couple. So again, you could be with this person, you know, you could have been with this person for years and years and years. But you're making new discoveries about each other. And they're sailing on a seashell in the sky. There's a seahorse. King Triton. So it's very Piscean, right? We have a like seashell, Neptune, trident type of thing. We have it paired with, again, the Three of Swords, so the suffering, this heartache, this pain, this loss. So you could have recently experienced a breakup, which is kind of in conflict with this get to know each other. If you have experienced a breakup, then maybe you need to like get to know yourself again. Maybe some things within yourself has changed as a result of that split, and you need to get to know yourself. You may find out different things about your ex-partner as a result of this split, but in any case, it's paired with the star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. And the star is a card about our wishes, about our hopes, and one, I'm seeing there might be a blockage in your healing process, and because the star card is all about healing. So just be patient with yourself in this healing process, but also, again, I'm seeing this impatience because the star to me is a card about destiny, right? It's a, excuse me, it's a card about, I'm gonna sing, it's coming on. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. So the age of Aquarius is when everything is lined up right? So everything has its own orbit. Everything in the universe, when everything aligns perfectly, that's when we connect with, you know, soulmates, when we connect with our partners. If you're into astrology, please let me know if you have ever studied Vertex. This is a little advanced astrology, but I just looked over the Vertex and it blew my mind. Like, it shook me to my core. Because the Vertex is about like fated relationships and how we meet our partners throughout different times in our lives. And it's also about like the synastry on a Vertex. It was amazing. Just let me know if you guys know what a Vertex is. But in any case, so the star is about our wishes, right? And I always say, no matter if it's upright or reversed, I always say the star is something that's destined. The star is our wishes that are destined to be. So whatever you're wishing on, it is meant to be. Whatever immediately came into your heart right now, it is meant to be. The thing is, because it's orbiting, because everything has to align in the perfect time, in divine timing, sometimes our time is different than the universe's time, right? So we try to micromanage God's plan. We try to micromanage the universe and get it just right, and we get disappointed whenever the stars aren't aligned, right? But it just means that it's not there yet. So it hasn't orbited, it hasn't aligned yet, but it's going to align. So again, it's this patience card, right? That was another message. I got sidetracked and can't remember, but let's continue. Spirit, 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 please surround us with the warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Pisces and all those who love Pisces. Oh, I also want to say, if you are in an existing relationship and, you know, you've been together for years and years and years, then you might discover something new about your partner, like a suffering about your partner that they have kept hidden, and it might be in regards to you. It might be like some old wound, you know, some ex-lover that you never even knew, right? But it's like you are, that wound is being exposed right now. Again, you know, I'm talking about the stars, I'm talking about astrology. We are in a Chiron, Venus, Mercury transit right now, and so our ability to communicate old wounds in our relationships is like heightened right now. It's there's a light on it, so you may be discovering things about your partner, discovering things about yourself that now have an opportunity to heal, right? Which is awesome. Please surround us with the warm, white, loving light of God and give us God-given guidance for the highest good of all for Pisces and all those who love Pisces in their love and personal life. One more shuffle for Pisces and all those who love Pisces. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ace of Wands, rare. High Priestess reversed, and the Queen of Swords reversed. So you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius because we have the Queen of Swords right here. Did I say Queen of Wands? I don't know. Queen of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it could be any of those people. This could also be your energy. But the Queen of Swords is someone who... Honey, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you for your patience, Pisces. My dogs were flipping. But the Queen of Swords is someone who has been hurt, has been cheated, lied to, betrayed. She's seen it all, done it all, honey. And she can be very witty, very sarcastic. She can give good dating advice, but whenever she is reversed, you know, this is the widower card. This is the divorcee card. So she can be a little bitter. She can be bitter, cold, bitchy. So this could be your energy. This could be someone you're dealing with. And it could be a result from, you know, this residual suffering that we're experiencing, that we're that's being brought up. And I say this too because we have this Ghostbuster flying out of her mouth, right? So it's like something that's dead, something that's gone, this old wound, but it's like releasing into the air, right? So even though you might be dealing with a person who's like this, even though you might be a little bitchy or cold or say like cutting words, right? It's getting it out of your system so it's not festering inside. We also have the High Priestess reversed, and in this deck we see a fortune teller woman who is, you know, looking into her crystal ball. We see tarot cards here. High Priestess is a very intuitive person, intuition, all of that. Sometimes the High Priestess is Pisces, so you might not be feeling it your 100%. But whenever, in this deck, because it's so like fortune teller, psychic, such a fortune teller, psychic image, I have to say that really be mindful about the tarot readers that you see on YouTube, especially even me, right? So me or other readers, you might be especially vulnerable right now to our messages, and just remember that we just confirm what you already know. We just confirm what you already feel, what you already know to believe. So just be mindful the reasons why you watch these videos, because you know, some viewers, they you know, hang on to these videos for to tell the future, right? Like, is he gonna marry me? Is he not gonna marry me? Is he gonna call? Does he love me? And you should never rely on us to tell your future, because one, you are the co-creator, right? You are the captain of your own ship. So you decide. We all have free will. These are just, the outcomes of these tarot readings are just one of many readings, or one of many ways, right? There are so many ways in this universe, and we have the ability to drive our own destiny, to drive our own future. So I believe that tarot and, you know, these esoteric, new agey practices are a means of therapy, are a means of handling our emotions so that we can direct our future, so that we can direct our energy to align, to vibrate on what we want to manifest into our life, right? Just be mindful if you get triggers from psychic videos right now to you know, take them with a grain of salt and don't rely on us. And you could also be susceptible right now to psychics that take advantage of a desperate energy you might be having right now. So you might be in a lot of pain, in a lot of suffering, and you might be wondering, like, when is it going to happen for me, right? When is it going to happen? I've been wishing, I've been doing all I can, I'm lost right now. And we all get lost and we all suffer, but I really have to stress whenever I see this card reversed to you want to get personal readings and give your money to people when you're in like the highest vibration of you, okay? So be sure not to get taken advantage by any psychics out there. And I know most of us, you know, we like love connecting with you guys and we want to help you guys, but it's just a matter of vibrations might not be aligning right now, right? Like the stars just aren't in the right orbit. So if something triggers you in a video, just click it off immediately. No need to cry about it in the comments or, you know, hit dislike buttons or anything. Just know that the messages aren't right for you right now. You might click off right now, and I totally understand. I'll see you next month. But I feel like a strong need to tell you, you know, sensitive Pisces, if it gets too much, don't let our videos, you know, sweep you in like an undercurrent of emotion. The good news is that we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a very sexy card. So you might be getting a new spark of right? A new attraction, and it might be a result of seeing this suffering in your partner, right? Sometimes emotion can be really steamy. I dated a Cancer, and a relationship was really steamy because he was just kind of brooding, and I found it to be really hot. So maybe with this pain, with this suffering, comes a new like stir of physical feelings. Ace of Wands can also be a creative energy, and we talked a lot about creativity throughout this weekend. So you know, if you are single and going through a period of loss, a period of mourning, then I would turn that frown into art, into something creative. We also see a man who's trying to burst through a door, right? And so I want to say, again, with this, you know, psychic trickery, if you're desperate for messages on how the future is going to turn out, don't try to force an outcome to happen. Don't try to force a message to come through. Don't try to force a, you know, sometimes God wants us to kind of be in the dark and not know a lot of things, like, not have all the information, because that enables us to rely on our intuition, to rely on what we already know. Let me know if this resonated with you, Pisces. I love you very, very much. And again, just be mindful of all of these videos, because it looks like it might be a sensitive time right now. But yes, I love you very, very much. I hope to see you in April. Bye.